right, we are live today, and for those that don't know me, I'm Ashley, and this is my channel Chip Builds, and I'm going to give you guys a live demo of my custom ChatGPT laser buddy. Now, I know ChatGPT can already generate images, and that's super great, but I made this specific custom ChatGPT to make life easier for laser engravers. Typically, when you do a lot of image generation, you have to like do a lot of follow-up prompts and changes to get what you want as a laser engraver. And so I made this custom one with specific instructions. That way, the output you're going to get is going to be perfect for the laser right off the bat. But so we're going to go through the different prompts that we can do and just kind of how it works in general. It is a one-time fee of $29 for my custom ChatGPT. And since this is a live demo and a live Q&A session, feel free to ask any questions that you might have. I would love to answer them and just show you how this thing can work because in my opinion, it's super cool. But so let me know if you are here down below and I would love to chat with you guys. Let's see if I can pull this up over here. Let's change my picture to this little square. And then let's share my screen here. Let me figure out. I'm still kind of learning this, so I do apologize, but let's get ChatGPT opened up here. And then I think now you guys should be able to see ChatGPT on my screen. Let me know if that is not something that you're able to see, and I will try to fix that. And let me know if the sound is okay as well. I want to make sure you guys can hear exactly what is being said and everything. All right, so right off the bat, when you get access to Laser Buddy, you can purchase it on Gumroad. I have the link in the description. You're going to get a PDF file with some instructions, the link for the link for the custom chat GPT. You're going to get a bonus prompt bundle and a couple images that you can laser engrave, like SVG files. And then, so once you have that, then you can obviously open up Laser Buddy here. We have a little logo and it just says here, your creative sidekick for laser engraving. Laser Buddy helps you design bold black and white artwork for laser cutting, get clean line art prompts, 300 DPI PNGs, and product ideas. Laser Buddy may make some mistakes and accuracy is not guaranteed. So I put that in there just because it is AI and accuracy is not guaranteed. Sometimes it can produce some really crazy stuff when it hallucinates. Cruz, what is up, my friend? Thank you for popping in. We are just getting started here, going over Laser Buddy and what all it can do. And so when you open it up down here in the bottom, I'm not sure if you can see my mouse. We have 4 prompts just ready to go. I included those in case people didn't really know where to start or anything like that. And so like this one says, make me a black and white laser design of a cat in a coffee cup. Make a bold 300 DPI PNG of a camping scene in line art. Create a clean tattoo style design for a skull. Give me a prompt to generate a floral monogram for the letter A. So those are just some very common prompts that I put on there, and also ones that I thought would just be cool as your like first time using it. But so let's check out this bottom one where it says create a clean tattoo style design for a skull. And we just click it and it's going to go and it's going to ask us some follow-up questions. The reason I designed this custom ChatGPT this way is to make sure you're getting the most out of the image generation. If you have the free version of ChatGPT, it only lets you generate about 3 images a day. If you have the plus version, it's way more. I personally pay for the plus. But so I did it this way. That way you're not wasting those 3 image generations trying to get exactly what you want. So it says, got it, before I create this design, I need a little more info to tailor it perfectly for you. What is this project type for? That one doesn't super matter, but sometimes it's cool. I'm going to say it's for a sign. No, let's say it's for a tumbler. And then what is the theme or purpose? Let's say Halloween, because that is the next holiday coming up, I think. And then it's also over here saying, let's refine the design. Says, I want some clean line art. in traditional tattoo style. And let's do bold. And then we'll hit enter, and then it's going to ask us one more time if that is what we want and if we're ready to generate it. So we'll say yes. And how fast this goes is really going to depend on your internet. I also prefer to use the computer app or the phone app to do this rather than a web browser as well. Especially with Chrome, sometimes the other tabs you have open up will really mess with things. You just never know. So it's going to generate this. Like I said, it can take some time, but so far it's looking okay. So it's kind of, I'm not super loving what it's given out, but it's a start. And I think my intern is here to make an appearance. Actually, that's not a bad skull. It's not exactly the tattoo style that we want. I think it's because I put clean line art. I'm going to put tattoo style. Let's add a knife. And I guess butterfly. And let's see what pops up. Should the knife be through the skull, behind it? Let's do through, because that sounds fun to me. And then I want the butterfly integrated. And then, yes. And we'll see what comes up. And then I think it's going to ask me again if that's what I want. Hit yes. It's funny to me when ChatGPT does these little emojis with like the butterfly and the knife. It just cracks me up. But I really just wanted to show you guys what this is actually capable of and what your $29 gets you. So if you want to see anything specific, let me know. And again, this part just takes as long as your internet. I'm in the garage, so the internet is going to be slower. For sure. And then if you have depending on how many image iterations you go through too, there'll be a cooldown period if you have the plus version as well. So I can do like 40 images and then it'll be like, okay, now you have to wait like 5 minutes, etc. And then that time just increases. All right, so this is looking not bad for what we got. I don't know, I think that looks pretty decent. So we can save that one. So I'll just right click it and save image as. And then I'll just save it to my AI folder. And then I'm going to try it one more time and just do, can you fix the bottom of the knife? And then see what it says. And I'll say yes. But let me know if you have tried LaserBuddy or if you haven't had a chance to use it. And again, I have a link in the description if you want to pick it up. I do have some example items too of different things that we have engraved on using designs made by LaserBuddy that will show off in a little bit too. So it's just going to take a couple minutes. Typically when I'm in my house, it's like literally snap my fingers and it's done. But I am quite far from the internet. Quite far. All right, looks like we're getting something here. And so far, if you kind of glance at that one and the one above, it's looking pretty similar so far. Sometimes if you ask for a edit and if you're not specific with your wording, ChatGPT will just kind of change everything. So sometimes I have to be like, leave everything the exact same except for this one very specific detail. So it just kind of depends, right? ChatGPT is not perfect, but it's a pretty powerful tool. There we go. I like this much better, so I will save this one, and we can delete that other one, but we don't have to do that right now. But, and what's really cool too with LaserBuddy is I can choose which model of ChatGPT I want to use for this one. So you can use whichever model is your favorite. I just have it generally at ChatGPT 4 because that's the most average one, like the most popular one. Also, LaserBuddy will give you this option down here, download PNG. I don't typically use that because sometimes there's weird artifacts in that. So I like to just save the image specifically. But so let's do a new thread here with LaserBuddy, and let's click on this other one where it says make a black and white laser design of a cat in a coffee cup. Because this one can be pretty cute, I think. Obviously, this will be for a mug. The theme will be cute. Let's do kawaii. And I want cartoonish. And should it be the cat? And I'll put you decide for the extras. And I'll click enter, and it's going to ask me if I'm ready to generate it. And so it's telling us, right, clean lines, playful and adorable, and it's going to do all the things. And I'll hit yes, and I'll hit enter again. And so by now, if you have the free version, obviously this would probably be like the last, either the last image you could generate in the day or the second to last one. I think I paid $20 a month for the plus version. And in my opinion, it really pays for itself because I don't just use it to make custom GPTs. I use it to help me with my social media and my YouTube ideas and all that stuff. So AI is very powerful as a tool, and so it really, I think, is really great. You definitely don't want to be left behind in this AI world. All right, so it looks like we're actually getting a super cute image that we can easily use. Obviously, this is, you don't have to use exactly what it puts out. You can easily edit this in Adobe Illustrator or Inkscape or whatever your favorite design program is. This can either be your final product or it can just be your starting point as well. But so that's really cute. But so say you don't want one of my 4 prompts, and that is totally fine. Nothing personal about that. So I'm going to say, let's see, what do we want to do? I'm super into pickleball right now, so let's make a pickleball design. I need a pickleball design similar, if I can spell, to university style. This will be a logo engraved on multiple items. So I'm just trying to show you guys how you can tailor this to your specific needs. It's going to ask, again, the follow-up information, what type of items. I'm going to just say everything. And you can also say, too, like it doesn't matter. Is this for a club, event, team? Let's say club. Let's say I'm making my own pickleball club. Do we want it to say Pickleball University? Let's say Pickleball Society. If I can spell, I don't know. And then let's do school crest. And then it will make its little prompt, and then it'll ask us if we're ready to generate it. And I'll say yes. Man, it's hot today, guys. Also, I haven't gone live on YouTube in like 2 years, so bear with me if it's not great. So we have to hit yes again. I didn't realize it was asking for me to approve the prompt. And we'll say yes. And then with this, I will show you how we can then easily turn it into an SVG using our laser software. And then if you guys really want, we can even engrave it too, I guess, if that is something you guys are interested in. All right, and this one's doing it a lot quicker. And honestly, that's not bad. Kind of a basic design. But I don't mind the wheat or whatever. I'm gonna say I want it to look more fancy and see what it does. To look a bit more fancy. And then it should alter its prompts. And I'll just say yes. But honestly, this tool is very powerful with just the way I've trained this custom GPT. I really think this is perfect for laser owners. I think it's great. So just taking some time. And I think we'll just be live for about an hour, probably no longer than that. And then if we have some time, I can show off my other custom chat GPT bot, which is Sublimation Buddy. And that is geared towards sublimation owners or sublimation crafters, small business people. I'm struggling with my words today, I guess. All right, it looks like this one's getting a little fancier, so that'll be great. All right, we even got a little star at the top. And it looks like we're getting some flourishes. Sometimes too, you have to be careful how many times you're altering an image within the same chat because AI can hallucinate, meaning it will just make stuff up or try to reference older conversations or things that you haven't even talked about. Now, for me, this looks way more like what a university kind of logo thing would be. The only thing is this bottom kind of is not lining up with the side, but I think that looks good. I can say looks good, bestie. The bottom of the crest doesn't line up with the top. And see what it says. All right, and then I'll say yes. Now, sometimes this does a really good job of fixing it, and sometimes it's at this point where it will start to do that hallucinating. So we shall see. But that's not bad, honestly, and I love the little banner. And one of the biggest benefits of Laser Buddy is that it's not giving us any crazy shading in these designs. And so it should be really easy to convert it to that SVG file. So that's good. All right, so it completely changed the design. And this is a perfect example of the hallucination. So I am going to stop it and be like, hey, try not to hallucinate, if I can spell it. I cannot spell that. I just wanted the exact image, but with the bottom lining up to the top. And see if that will fix it. If not, I'll just have to be happy. Or if not, I'll just have to edit it myself in a design software. But you can also just keep going with the different image generations too to see if you can fix it. So let's see what this does. I would say like 2 to 3 edits of within one chat is kind of the sweet spot. Any more than that, then you might have some issues. Some issues. And then once we get this design converted into SVG, I'll show you some examples of some projects that we have made on the laser engraver that was designed with Laser Buddy. So let's see. So it's still kind of doing it, which is a bummer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this image and I'm going to, I mean, honestly, it's fine. This one is fine. I'm just being a little bit picky. But so let's start a new thread because Laser Buddy does not remember your threads. And so if there's like a prompt you really like, you want to copy and paste that into something else. So what we'll do is we'll upload my file here. And I'll say, I want this exact image, but with the bottom of the crest to line up with the rest of it. And it's just going to take a little bit. It could be a little bit wonky with me trying to live stream it with you because I was practicing a lot with it today for this live stream coming up. So that could also be why it's getting a little wonky right now. But ChatGPT did just very recently do an update as well. And so all these things can kind of contribute. But so it seems like the internet is taking a long time. For this one, so while that is happening, let me show you some of the things that we've made. Let me get a. So this is a ring box. It has the date down here, it has rings, and then this border is the part that we generated with ChatGPT Laser Buddy, and then we engraved it into this box. It's a nice little wooden ring box we got on Amazon. But that looks, there we go, that's a really good shot of it. But so that looks great. The other one is we made this skeleton surfing, and then I added the text that says stay salty, ride gnarly. And so that was also generated with AI. And then if you caught my latest YouTube video, we did this softball mom, #1 softball mom design on this powder-coated can koozie thing. And then bonus, this was also AI generated, but I engraved it wrong. But so it's like pretty crazy what this thing can actually make. But so let's go back and see if it's finished generating our design yet. I think it has. So let's share that out. What is different about it? It looks exactly the same. All right, so I'm going to be fine with just the one that we have. And then let's go up, and here is my intern arriving today. All right, just lay down. All right, so let's check out my laser design software. So we are in the Xtool creative space. I'm going to show you how easy it is to take what you've generated with Laser Buddy and turn it into an SVG. So I will go to AI here, and I'll go to my logo, and then it will import super big. And this is a PNG. Now you can engrave it as a PNG. I like to have everything as a vector. So with this selected, I'm going to come up here to trace. I'm going to click save. And you can like zoom in and out and see what it's looking like. And then we can click engrave, and then I'll make it a compound path. And then we can delete it. And now when we click on it, you can see we have different settings. But this thing honestly does not look too bad. Because of the way that Laser Buddy outputs the PNGs, it makes this process super easy to convert it into an SVG file. So that, in my opinion, is pretty cool. Let me show you the one other thing that Laser Buddy can do for you guys, because I think it's kind of cool. I'm just trying to make it kind of like your one-stop shop Laser Buddy assistant, if that makes sense. But so I'm gonna say I need 10 Halloween product ideas that will sell well with low competition. I apparently cannot spell to save my life today. It says here 10 creative Halloween product ideas that are trending upward but still face relatively low competition, especially if you niche them well or launch early. Think Summerween. So Summerween decor kits. right? So it's saying capitalize on the rising summer wing trend, spooky themed beachwear, which that ties in perfectly with our skeleton surfer here. Eco-friendly reusable yard ornaments, that's a good one. Spooky fonts and clip art bundles. You can get custom letters with Laser Buddy to make your own kind of font. I will say it might be hard to get all 26 characters exactly the same, and that's just the limitations of AI in general. We also got the Halloween social media template packs, customized posts and stories, pumpkin poster. So then you can click this link and it will tell you what, will sell well. We got our Halloween craft kits. That's always a given. And then pet Halloween accessories. That's one that you might not have thought of. Minimalist tabletop drinkware. Limited edition packaging. Yep. And then spooky glow-in-the-dark makeup kits. I think it threw in the makeup one because I didn't say laser specifically. And then personalized Halloween signs. And so what's really cool is it's going to give you some tips to keep the competition low and the sales high. So it's telling you when to launch, what niche you're targeting, how you can cross-sell it, and the different bundle formats you can do. And it's even going to give you next steps. Which of these ideas, right? So let's say, oh, I don't even know. Let's do a Halloween sign and see what it comes up with. Let's do door hanger. Let's do no. Elsa. Let's do elegant gothic. We'll do trick or treat, I guess. Vintage. And you never know what's gonna come up. And yes, I'm ready to generate it. All right, looks like it's getting started here. Just takes some time. Elsa really wants to be a part of my live stream. So again, my internet is a bit slower being so far away from the router or the modem. I'm not sure which one it's called. But it looks like we're getting something kind of cool. All right. What did we say? A door hanger? I don't remember. Which one did we choose? Yeah, so we did door hanger, so it's giving you the hole to put on the doorknob or for the ribbon. Honestly, this looks pretty cool. And this is one of the main reasons I love that I made Laser Buddy, because if you had absolutely no design skills whatsoever, you can create something amazing. And then let's just take a look at this. That thing is freaking awesome. And then you can easily remove this inner circle if you wanted to and put something different as well. But well, guys, thank you so much for checking this out, looking at this live demo of Laser Buddy. Comment down below if you have any questions and I can make a future video on it. But thank you so much for checking this out. And if you are interested in purchasing this custom ChatGPT, make sure you're checking the links down below in the description. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.